Hi friends, welcome back to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh Gorantla and today we are going to discussing about how to select a drop-down values in our Gauge plus Taiko. See, we have similar format of testing in our Selenium as well as Playwright or Python also, like any other programs, Cypress also. We have basic things like to select by using for visible text or option. Okay, like option is nothing but values. Okay, and by using for index. Okay, these are the things it is having. Okay, but in our gaze plus techo having for visible text, okay, as well as index. But a value based, it is the which is a first position value. It is there, right? That is the value it will give you. Like currently selected value, which is the one it is there. That particular value it will provide, but we cannot select by using that, but you can able to use some for loop to select and all. Okay, by visible text and all we can use, but index visible text it will work for 100%. If you go for the documentation for getting starts and documentation location, and here if you search for drop down, there will be a drop down section. You can go to that. Here you can see, right, they are provided for by using for drop down directly. We can use that. Or drop down index position you can provide and select what you have provided. Drop down, for that drop down XPath, CSS selector, normal locator, ID or name, whatever it is, you can select for by the here, and then select you can provide for a visible text or index. Any one of them it will work. Okay, the value it will provide you which is presented for current selected value, that particular value it will provide. Option it will return for all the values from the drop down. Okay, if you want to check that is drop down is visible or not, exist or not, then you can use for exist method. Okay, if you want to select in the drop down inside, you don't have any idea or something, but you want to click or something, then you can use for relative locators to click the drop down as well. Relative locators also it will work as expected without any issue. Okay, we can see for the couple of options how we can able to implement. Okay, for this I'm going to take this particular registration application. Okay, inside this there is a skills. Here there are so many skills we have, and that particular skills we are going to check whether it will be select or not. Okay. For this again I'm going to here and creating for a new spec file. Okay, tc09 drop down. Okay, dot spec, and I'm going to take the file called drop down underscore step dot js file. Under this I'm going to use for um, drop down validation, and then I'm going to use for verifying drop down values and star open drop down browser and verify all drop down actions. Okay, now here I'll copy these three and I'll make it from here. First browser, comma, async function, await, go to, then we can provide for this URL. I'll mention for wait for some time, 3000 milliseconds. Okay. Then I'll copy this value. Next step. Okay. Now here we need to do for the first option. So first option we need to check with the whether this particular dropdown is exist or not. If you see this one having 4 ID, okay, perfect, and we'll take 4 ID and we can keep it unique base, okay. Skills, constant skills, and drop down. For this drop down having 4 ID and I'm using for ID value, okay, and whether it is imported or not. Yes, it is imported. Now we need to check that constant exists equal to await skills dot exist function. Okay, if it is exist, then we need to use for assert dot okay exist comma drop down is not visible. Okay, first condition will be a satisfy whether it will be exist or not. We can see that whether it will be exist or not. Okay, then we can see for value check under. Yes, it is past, it is exist. Okay, then we need to do for actions. Okay, catch error. Console.log, and we can specify console.log. You can specify for normal information, or you can able to use for throw a new error, single quotation, drop down, interaction of failed, and we can specify our error dot a message, okay, or error. Okay, now first we need to select from that particular drop down by using for a value, sorry, a visible text. Okay, and here we can take the visible text. This is a auto card. Okay, oh, sorry, there is a auto card. This is the one. Okay, I'm selecting that. Okay, await skill set dot a select. Okay, from here I'm going to select by using for AutoCAD. Okay, then we are going to use for await functionality to see that value whether it will be selected or not. Then I need to select by index position. Okay, there is like index position start with the 0. Okay, from 0 1 2. Okay, 2 section I'll give you for that. Okay, await skill set dot select, and then I'm going to use for index colon, I'll use for 2. Okay, and then we can wait for some time. to see that values are selected or not. After this, we have to display for all the values from the drop down. Okay. For that, we have for option methods, options is equal to await skills a dot options. Okay. This option will return for all the values from that particular place. Okay. Console.log. I'll specify for the total how many options we have. Total options. Okay. Comma options dot length. Okay. Now I'm going to run here now. See, it's selected for AutoCAD and it is selected for Adobe Photoshop and then it is passed. Okay. You can see 78 options we have inside the drop down value. Okay. 78 options we have. For this, we have to rotate the for loop. Okay. Now I'm going to use for loop. Let I equal to 0. I is greater than options dot length. Okay. I plus plus. Okay. Now inside this, we need to get the OPT option. Okay. And here I'm going to use for options and array position. Okay. Once I get the array position, then I need to use for in case inside that there is option values are empty that we need to handle. For that, I'm going to use for OPT or OPT dot trim dot length is equal to triple equal to 0. Then I need to continue. Okay. And also I don't want to select for all the options again and again. For that, what I'm doing, right? I'm going to do for if I triple equal to 5 options. You can use the braces or without using the braces also we can do. Okay. If it is there, then we can able to make the break. Okay. If once it is there, then we are going to. Now still we are not selected the options. Okay. I'm going to what I can do, right? After that, await skill sets dot select and then I'm going to use for OPT. Okay, OPT will give you for a value. Await and I'll give for 500 milliseconds. Okay, this will run for whole. Okay, if you want select without select, if you want to print, you can print all the values. Or if you are searching for something value once it is matching in the if condition it is there, right? There you can write for the if condition. If my OPT is triple equal to which is I'm selecting that is matches, then you can use for await uh, skills dot select, sorry, OPT value. That specific value it will select. Okay. Now inside that we have to select the whether it is selected for current value or not. Okay. Sorry. Console.log. Okay. And we can able to say await. We have a skill set dot a value. Okay. Now again I'm running this one. Now you can see here it will display for all the values. And Adobe Design and you can see Adobe Photoshop and Analytics Android and it is selected for 5 values and it returns. Okay, like this it will be return all the values from that options. Okay, like this we can able to do our for loop as well. Okay, once you are able to do you can try with that as well. Okay, for loops and all. and this will work for all the places. Okay, even some what you can say list kind of values is there, right? There is a one more method we have. Okay, auto IT. That one second, I'll show you that. If you go drag and drop, ah, list items. Okay, there is another option called list item. If you go for this one also, it will the same format, but when there is no drop down selection options, you will li options is there, right? That time it will work. Okay, that time it will work, and you can work for it is also work for perfectly. In case if you need for auto selection values, like once you click something, it is populated for list of values. From the list of value, if you want to choose something value, then you can comment on this video. I'll try to make for another video for that. Okay, we have drop down options are different, multi selection and single selection and auto selections, like auto population select the different actions, but I'm showing for this particular drop down itself. Okay, static. In case if you need for any other kind of actions, please comment on this video. Definitely I can try to help you for that as well. Okay, thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.